everybody, it's Milo here, and today we are at Fan Expo Canada 2016. We're going to be playing the Noob Cube, which is, you know, a normal thing for me, but I'm still a little bit nervous because it was kind of impromptu. We didn't make a huge announcement about it, so I'm not too sure how many people are going to be there. One person I know who's going to be there for sure is Dennis Crenshaw. Now, Dennis, he leaves a lot of comments on videos about Cube, and he knows a lot. So I'm a little worried. I feel like he's gonna crush me in today's Cube. And also I'm just kind of worried about meeting somebody from the comment section of these videos. It's gonna be an interesting day for sure. So I'm here with Dennis. You comment a lot on these videos on YouTube.
Too many?
And now you're here playing Cube at Fan Expo. How'd your draft go?
My draft went great. The game's not so much. I had fun, but you know, 03 is a record you could have.
Hi, I'm here with Karen. You were playing Cube today, the Noob Cube, the first time you've ever played it, I'm sure. How'd you find the draft?
It was really interesting. I tried a draft one time, probably the equivalent of a Noob Cube, and I didn't actually make it past drafting because it was really complicated and I got bored really fast.
So you drafted today. Tell me about the draft. How'd it go for you?
Pretty well. I did split, 2-2 I think roughly, but it was really fun, and went with my usual blue-red, and spells, kind of Delver, but never more Fugitive Wizard.
More Fugitive Wizard than Delver this time around. What are you here to see at Fan Expo? What are some of the big guests or some of the things you want to do here?
So my wife and I came because Stanley's last round of cons is going on now, and this is one of the places he's going to be hitting. So we're hoping to get him to sign her shield. You can get it in a second. She's got all the big names of the Marvel Cinematic Universe on there, like Chris Evans, Tom Hiddleston, like Chris Hemsworth. She's gone around and gotten a lot. So she's really excited to sort of get the capstone on the end of that one.
Did she make that shield? Did you guys make that shield?
No, shout out to Shield Labs. You can find them on Etsy. I'm shilling them really hard because they do a really quality job. You should go look them up if you're interested in owning your own actual metal Captain America shield. They do custom stuff too. Hers has battle damage. You can see the ricochets, bullet ricochets on it and things like that.
It's a lock of Thor's hair.
Yes. A free Asgardian power cube with every purchase.
Speaking of power cubes, that was my nickname in high school. You're the one that usually calls me out on these things in these videos. Why? Because
when I was in high school, I never had a nickname, and I thought everyone should have one. So, I just sort of project that onto other people, and,
I think I probably had yours. I had a lot of people's. All the people without nicknames in high school, I kind of just suck those up. I'm like a suck.
Power. It's a power thing.
Yeah.
The more names you have, the more powerful you are, right?
It's a power that comes with absolutely no responsibility. You crushed it. You won this one. You took it to the late game, and you really grinded out some matches today. And you won some prizes as well. We saw that card you opened. It's pretty sweet.
Yes, I was... If you want to see the card, I can get it. However, my husband freaked out and was like, oh my god, you have to put there somewhere safe. So I put it in my passport.
Your wife, Karen, won a round against Catherine, and the winner of that round got a pack of Conspiracy Take the Crown.
That's true.
And she ended up opening something pretty sweet. Did you happen to see it?
Do you want me to spoil it here?
Yeah.
She opened up a foiled already. That's pretty good, I guess. It's huge! I cannot believe how lucky she is. She actually, okay, this is a tangent, but she has this thing she does where she picks up blind bags and stuff, and she says, I want one of these things on the back, and she figures out what's in there by touch or feel or witchcraft. I don't know what it is, but she's got an 80% success rate. I'm trying to get her to do the same thing with booster packs. Maybe she could do that.
It looks like she can.
She got exactly what everyone wanted out of a conspiracy pack.
I mean, the upside is if you lose your passport, you're not worried about losing the Duretti anymore, right?
That's exactly right. And I have, like, since I have no idea what magic does, this is like apparently what I drew, and just everybody started freaking out, and I was like, but what did I do? It was, all I did was I saw it was foily, and I was like, look, it's so pretty, and everybody just started flipping out and like grabbing, like, oh my god, I got it already, that's a foil. And so my imitation of all you guys.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
Thank you.
Do you think she's going to let you use it for your cube?
I will ask her, but if she wants to keep it for herself for any reason, it's only a win-win for me, because if she keeps it, she might feel the need to use it at some point, and then she'll play more games. So
It's a good commander card.
yeah, no. There's a lot of things you can do with that one that's just busted fun. Good busted fun.
So I'm here with Alvaro. Alvaro, we've been playing Magic for a really long time.
Very long time, actually. High school, yeah.
You knew me in high school. And tell everybody, how many nicknames did I have in high school? Tell all these people.
Too many.
See,
It was a thing. It was a thing.
what was the MVP in your deck?
Easily Fall of the Titans.
Man, that I saw you do something pretty crazy with Fall of the Titan. Can you tell me about that play?
Yeah, I had Chandra, and so I -2 to fork it, and then I cast it for 9, dealing 18 damage.
18 damage to 4 18 damage to one to the player,
Yeah.
and 2 of their creatures, right? 9 damage.
Yeah, 9 damage each. It was pretty incredible, and I think when I was building the deck, I was kind of looking for things that would combo well, just spell-based stuff. So
Yeah, Frantic Search is a pretty good one with.
yeah, that was the card I used to get the surge cost because it untaps it.
Oh, nuts. Absolutely crazy. So I heard that you have a cube as well. Can you tell me a little bit about your cube?
Yeah, I was actually inspired a lot by your cube and sort of like the vintage cube. I like to play with all the like modern sort of like good stuff cards, because usually they're like very powerful, very flexible. But I also like to play with the really busted stuff from when I was a kid, like balance and channel and things like that. So you can't have a bad time when you put those all together and you get a Kozilek off a channel or something like that. So that's where I'm coming from when I sort of put it together. Of course, I always try and take rounds of like comments and criticism from the people I play with, because sometimes they're like, Tinker is and you know, I can agree with that, but I also want it in the cube, so I try and I'm like, okay, you don't like this card, is there a card that you don't see in here that you would like? Try and like, you know, get the stuff in there. So keep everyone sort of, you know, having something to look forward to in the cube.
Absolutely. You know, that's definitely one of those things I say all the time, where like it might be your cube, you might be the steward of the cube or whatever, but you got to make sure everybody's enjoying it, or else you're not going to have anybody to play with.
Say playing cube alone is a really like not the ideal experience.
Yeah, that reminds me a lot of high school, actually. Any other panels or anything like that you want to see? Any other celebrities you want to meet?
Yeah, Charlie Cox. I already met him like not that long ago, but he is the sweetest man like ever. He is just so sweet.
I gotta admit, like I did not think I was gonna enjoy the Netflix Marvel shows, but I think that they're better than the movies. I'm really enjoying them.
Well, it doesn't help that I'm not a fan of Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, if you ever watch this, I'm very sorry.
No, screw you, Ben Affleck.
That's not very nice. It's just that I love Charlie Cox more. I'm sorry. But yeah, I actually knew him from Stardust. So I had a photo op with him at another convention, and I made the amulet of Stormhold, and I had it half red, half white, half clear. So I held it out so like he was holding it, and so the side that he touched is turning red. And he actually recognized it in the photo sheet. He was like, "It's the amulet." I was like, "Yes, it's the amulet." So
that's amazing. And now you get to see him as Daredevil, and when he takes over Ben Affleck's role as Batman, you can see him again.
He's too nice. I don't think he can do Batman. He's
Yeah.
way too nice.
Totally, yeah. And he's blind. So you're actually here at Fan Expo as an exhibitor. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I'm actually helping out my friend and mentor, Vince Sunico. And there's a lot of my friends as well who have taught me a lot in the comic book arts. Vince Sunico, Kevin Briones, Paul Lenchemko, Mark Feldham as well. A lot of guys, Oliver Castaneda, the Heroes of the World as well. Great guys. So highly suggest you guys go down there, check them out. You know, really, really good independent art. So.
I mean, that's one of the great things about Fan Expo is that you can go to Artist Alley, you can meet people, you can meet new friends. You know, you're an artist yourself, and you get to, you know, share your art and learn from other people, and they can learn from you.
Seeing the other people's art and whatnot, you get kind of inspired. You get to see how they play with the art and with Fan Expo. The interesting thing here is like, it's a lot about pop culture and the things we love. And one thing I found was taking two things that people love and putting them together. It's really, really interesting. People love that. You know, when you have like a cartoon character dressed as a comic book character, it's really, really fun. Or switching over like a sci-fi series with a horror series and stuff like that.
Do you guys go to a lot of conventions in the States?
Yeah, Karen especially. She's going around like meeting all her heroes this year. I'm sort of like sending her off to go do that, you know, while I do my job and make the money to send her there.
That's amazing. Good for you, man. That's awesome.
I'm providing. That's a power. That's a superpower.
It's great that you were able to come down to this one because I'm so happy to meet you. That was just that was kind of like the icing
Through the YouTube window, and like it's something you never get to do.
I go around making paper cranes. I actually have really bad depression, and these kind of help give me hope, so I call them my hope cranes. They're really teeny tiny, but I get them signed, honest to God, by people, and I'm like, these are my hope cranes, so I don't do bad things to myself. So I got Gillian Anderson, Carrie Fisher, hoping to get Mark Hamill, Deborah Ann Wall, John Cena. I don't even know anything about wrestling, but he's the nicest guy. I was just like, hey, sign these things for me. I don't know. I'll touch you now. I have Rosario Dawson, who is really awesome and super New York. Sean Patrick Flannery from Boondock Saints. If nobody knows him, you should always know him. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Oh my God, I was so happy. And then like basically half the cast of Supernatural, because I'm kind of a Supernatural fan. So.
Is there anyone you haven't met? Jeez, you meet a lot of people.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
Scarlett Johansson.
yeah.
Because if I ever saw them, I'd probably attack them with my shield and be like, I'm not crazy, just sign it.
All right, last question. I need to ask, are you going to comment on this video, and what are you going to comment?
You better believe it. I'm going to try and find some like high school nicknames somewhere in the games or the footage that, you know, will be pretty good.
All right, look forward to Dennis Critchow's comment down below in the comment section.
Somewhere down there.
So I heard that you're actually considering doing a YouTube channel as well, which is great because your husband loves watching YouTube videos. Can you tell us a little bit about that YouTube channel?
Okay, so the first one, I actually have one up under the Crane Girl because I make all these little paper cranes, and so I made like 1,000 of them for this charity, and I started going around. They just kept referring to me like, oh yeah, the girl with all the cranes. So it's just going to be like origami folding tutorials of varying types and like tips and tricks, because I found that it's hard for people to do origami. If they don't already know what they're doing, it's like impossible. It's so backwards. So it's easier to teach like on hand, but our camera's really bad, so it's not that good yet. And eventually I'm hoping to do just kind of random commentary on different games that I'm playing, kind of just, you know, like clips of things, particularly League of Legends. I'm horrible at it. But if the cube was anything to go by, I guess I'll get really good suddenly. And then like randomly get the best character in the game. I don't know how that works.
And also, if you want to check out the charity, you can do so by clicking the link in the description of this video, and you should totally do that because it's for a good cause.
They supports, well, they have a program where they go and they teach students about mental health awareness and suicide prevention. So it's a really great cause.
So thank you so much for coming out and cubing. I appreciated playing Magic with you in high school, and I appreciate playing Magic with you now. I hope you can come out to more of these events.
Absolutely. Hey, thank you for hosting them.
And for everyone here at Fan Expo playing Magic, thank you all so much for watching, and take care, everybody. Bye.